I've been working at Walmart for a little while now, and I've noticed something very interesting about the people who shop at Walmart. That is, they tend to say the same types of things in the same types of situations. For example, if I have to go up to someone, ask them how they're doing, if they're finding everything alright, and they are alright, oftentimes they'll say, "Oh yeah, I'd like help finding something. A box with $1 million in it. Can you help me find that?" I don't understand why they come up with this same exact joke every single time. Another example is yesterday I had to help set up a back to school set with crayons, notebooks, pens and pencils, the works. And every 15 minutes someone would come up to me and say, "Oh man, the kids aren't going to like that. They have to go back to school." And then they'd always mention how the parents would then have to take the kids over to either the toy section or the video game section to calm their nerves. They'd always mention one of those two things and tack it at the end. Also, when I worked at Kroger, anytime you tried to scan an item, a card, a coupon, whatever, and it didn't properly work, the person would say, "Oh, that means I get it for free, right?" I don't understand how so many people in one shift of work can come up with the same exact thing to say about the situation. In my mind, there's two possible reasons for this. One, we just function very similarly. Our minds aren't as unique as we think they are. We just tend to be assimilated into our culture. We just function the same way. The second answer is we are all weirded out by culture. We don't know what we're doing, and we just sort of imitate what others do. As someone who's never really been comfortable in social settings and has sort of just copied what other people do in order to feel like they fit in, I can understand this idea. What if I don't feel comfortable, so I copy what John does? But John doesn't feel comfortable, so he copies what Smith does. Smith doesn't feel comfortable, so he copies what Alice does. This type of thing may go on and on and on, and there's no reason why anyone does anything. It's just because people feel like they will feel more safe and more normal by doing it. Either of these explanations, though, lead to the same answer from my perspective, and that is individuals are not unique. This means that people don't have the special snowflake idea that we think of. We don't really have that much control over our lives and our individual perspectives. We don't have as much power within the universe because there's only one of us. There's really 7 billion of us in the world, and if we were to die tomorrow, it wouldn't necessarily cause anything to come to a screeching halt. I'm not sure how to think of this or how to take it. One big way you could take it is to say that it's empowering and helps make you a better person. For one thing, you may be more inclined to be kind and helpful towards others because you say, "Oh, well, why not?" It's not like they're beneath you. It's not like there's some people who are worthy of your admiration or attention, your time, but other people are not. Everyone's equal. It's also true that if you do this, it's very possible that you could be empowered yourself because you'd stop worrying about what people say that's negative about you. You instead could just say, "I'm going to focus on what I want and ignore the negative criticisms that people give me." For example, if I'm a creeper or a weirdo or a nerd, whatever the case is, you understand what you are, you maximize the goodness in that, and you just live your life. But on the other hand, it's also very possible to say that you don't have relevance in the world from this perspective. Why bother getting out of bed in the morning? What am I going to do that matters? Think about it. Let's say that you are part of a movement to make the world a better place, whether this is volunteering for something, spreading some idea, whatever the case may be. If 100,000 people are doing it, then you aren't making the change. You're just one of 100,000 people who are making that change. If you didn't do it, there'd be 99,999 people doing it. And really, is there a big difference there? Are you really adding anything to the world? I don't know. I don't know how to cope with this idea. So I'm left just wondering what it says about the world. Am I any different for thinking this now? If I believe it's true, does that change the way I view humanity? I don't know. But in a way, that almost puts me back with humanity in this idea of individuals not being unique, because I feel like that's something people do a lot of the times in their own lives. We have an idea or two randomly, we think that it means something, but we don't understand what it means. We just have an idea that this must be the truth, but we don't even know what that truth is. We just feel smart for having the idea, even though we can't articulate it or derive any meaning from it. So I guess in trying to derive meaning and become unique from this idea of not being unique, I became not unique as well. It's really kind of a scary idea, but I guess it's the truth. Humans are sort of like cogs in the machine, and we just do what we do. Thank you.